Hey guys, I'm coming to y'all live from the kitchen. I'm trying to get this lighting right. So let me see over here. Okay, that's a little bit better. I'll go with that one. Hey guys, good morning. Yanni is here, and I'm back to bring back something that we were doing last year that really worked out well for everybody involved, and that was my Replace Your Paycheck, Leave Your Legacy Loctician campaign. So we're going to talk about that again today now. And this is about leaving your legacy. And when I say leave your legacy, I mean specifically stepping away from the chair. I'm going to talk about that today because a lot of locticians are missing out on a lot of things because they have only set the business up for when it's time for you to do hair and take clients for services, not anything else. And these same clients are buying beauty supplies, they have problems, they have other things that we could solve. So let's talk about it. Now, if you want to leave your legacy, hold on. Want to leave your legacy, the first thing you're going to have to do is decide what it is that your legacy is about. My legacy was about sharing healthy locks. So that's basically what I do, share information on how to do healthy locks, and I share classes on how to do those services. So when I got ready to step away from the chair, it was a little easy because I had already started doing these classes and these, like my first products, they were tutorials. They wasn't hair products. They was hair tutorials. So those started it where I would be able to make money without having to do hair. And that was like early 2000s. So now for it to be 2025, it's like I have learned how to run my whole business without doing any hair inside of the hair business. So um, what I want to do is for women who are tired of doing hair, maybe you do locks, maybe you do regular hair, you might even be a barber. If you're tired of doing hair, then these video series for the morning, this stuff is going to be for you. I'm going to be showing y'all step by step how to do things. So the first thing today I want to show you step by step how to do is recognize the other services that you can do once you get the hair knowledge, okay? So a lot of us, we get stuck doing hair because we use that knowledge and that's the only thing we're doing is doing hair. Even though when you're a hairstylist, you have a bunch of talents that you could actually do. And if you want to leave the legacy and not leave the business, because a lot of y'all gonna leave the business because you're not thinking about the legacy. And a lot of y'all gonna wind up leaving the business because you think more about the customers than you do your own self. And I'm not saying that that is bad, but it comes to a point where you can't do that. And you have to focus on what you want to happen, who you want to serve, so that you can show up and get rewarded in the way you want to. So what starts to happen usually is that you do hair, you get good at it, you get booked and busy, the money is good. However, you can't make any money if you don't show up, right? Number one. So first things first, we got to figure out what can you do now to keep your passion burning. Because like once your passion die, then that's hard, um, very hard. Let me see on this. Okay, I could share the screen. So I want to pull up some stuff. And guys, if you just tuning in and you definitely have decided you're ready to come out of the business, but not ready to lead a hair game, I want you to make a call, book a call with me, and let's talk about that because I want to show you exactly how you can get out. All right, we still gonna stay in a little bit. Let me try to clear this camera up. And this is my first day back. I know y'all sick of me being back and forth and back and forth. However, once these things happen, like I come on here and I do a good topic, then I gotta find other topics to talk about. So it'll be taking me a while sometimes. I'm not even gonna fret. I commend all of the YouTubers that's able to keep up with this thing and stay in front of it. Um, so yes, let's look. We're gonna go in the drive. And I think today we just gonna talk about something. Let me find something in here first. My drive. All right, so first I want to show y'all, let's see, some tutorials. Okay, let's go here. I'm going to share my screen. All right, so let's talk about it. All right, so here I go. And this is me. Oh, okay, so I'm live again. All right. I don't know what just happened, but my stream just went out, guys. So yesterday was my 14-year-old, my baby. She turned 14 yesterday. So I am a step closer to being a mom who has no kids, which is one of the things I am looking forward to, I must say. Um, no shade. But anyway, guys, let's talk about leaving that legacy of generational wealth, because I'll tell y'all what happened to me. I started out really good, um, kind of slow with hair. I started out, and then after a while, once I got good and I started niching down, meaning like I found what I really wanted to do, which first was braids. It wasn't locks, because locks wasn't doing nothing at first. When I first started, it was braids. And so I used to do a lot of braids, right? And then my hands had started cramping up a little bit, so I started doing locks. And when I first started doing locks, it was so good. It was dreads. It wasn't locks. But when I first started doing it, it was good because that little tightness in my hands, I didn't get it anymore like I used to get when I was braiding, because I was, doing a lot of this basically, which doesn't hurt your hands. However, after a while, that started hurting my hands too. So, like most hairstylists, they're going to get this wrong, because what we need is a change, right? And most people think the first change is the client. Let me change what I'm doing. And I thought that too. So I went from doing braids to dreads. And at first, dreads gave me all of the relief I needed in my hands. It wasn't hurting. Da, 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 da. But after a while, I started getting tired of standing, and I wound up breaking my ankle 2 freaking times trying to do all of this hair, keep up with my hair clientele. I wound up breaking my own ankle. And so it was like at that moment, I had to really learn what to do if I was going to leave the industry one day, because you can't do hair. And then it was like, you're not even protected if anything was to happen. You know what I'm saying? Like those kinds of things. So I broke my ankle. I had a C-section. I had a whole bunch of stuff going on all at the same time. And I had a thriving hair salon. Because I didn't have another me, I didn't have a manager. I was wearing all of the hats. I had the biggest clientele. I was training everybody. It's my shop. I got to open up. I got to close. I got to collect all the money. Got to do payroll. Got to do all of this stuff. I got to the point where doing hair and having the shop was so overwhelming that I didn't want to do it anymore. So when I broke my ankle, even though it was bad, it was relief in a sense, because that became the excuse of why I couldn't come to stand up all day. And it felt good because I was getting a break. But what I didn't like is that the clients was still asking me, do they hear, even though I was in recovery. You know what I mean? Like I had to get my leg healed first, and the clients didn't give a damn. Okay. And so I decided that I was gonna move, and I got up and I moved to Atlanta. So I had my whole shop, over 800 clients, 10 employees, everything in New Jersey, and I got up and I left and I went to Atlanta. And that was like for the first time I rested in a really long time. So uh I slept like 3 days when I first got there, because I just was good. Um, I just was good. And then I wound up staying in Atlanta, and I wound up doing a lot more classes than hair. And that's how I got to learn that hair, if you want to exit the industry and still keep your money, you probably better start doing classes. Now, the cool thing about me with classes was that I wrote out a curriculum for what I was going to teach. And now you got a lot of people who need to do the same thing, but they don't know what to write, or maybe they cosmetologists. So there's not a lot of stuff that's not already in the curriculum. So I was kind of lucky because I was able to create a lock curriculum at the time when locks were not being taught at school and there was no curriculum for it. And even to this day, even though they put it in the books, there's still no curriculum for it. And so what I'm doing now is I'm helping locticians, okay, in two ways. If you are an aspiring loctician who is working at a job and need to replace your paycheck so that you can start working on your legacy, right? Because right now you're working on somebody else's. So you can start working on your own legacy. I want you to send me a message saying replace, right? And if you are a loctician who is good, but you're ready to earn more money doing different things in the business, I want you to send me a message that says legacy. I will send you the next steps to get started for absolutely free on either replacing your paycheck so you can start to build your legacy, or on reigniting your empire, upgrading your empire. So we're going to replace our paychecks, and then we're going to also upgrade our empires, right? And I'm all here for that, guys. So I'm only going to stay on 20 minutes. Good talking to you guys. If you are or just got to this video, I'm helping opticians replace a paycheck so they could leave a legacy of generational wealth. And this is simply because I know y'all are tired of the regular jobs that y'all got, or the regular job that you went and took after you got tired of doing hair in the business. Maybe it wasn't working. Maybe COVID was the reason why you decided it wasn't for you anymore. But I'm here to tell you that if you walked away without your digital assets, if you walked away without your curriculum, if you walked away without writing any books, that you have left so much money on the table. And I want to help you get back to that starting today, guys. So again, you can comment below. I will reach back out to you. That's what I do about this. This was my video for today, guys. Thank you for watching. As time goes on, it'll get better. See you then. Wait, I'm live. Don't walk through. Do not walk through here because I'm live. Don't walk through here like that. Okay, 1 second. And I'm ending the stream. End.